Hey guys, it's Ruka here, and today it's just me recording. Michael and Jerrison have both been pretty busy the past couple of days on both their ends, and I wanted to try and get a video out for the channel before the end of September, but as you can tell, because of several delays with each of us, we haven't really been able to do that. So for today's video, discussing the news for the end of September mainly, it's just going to be me. We will save talking about the start of October news for the next news video that we do, because as you can probably tell right now, it's the first day of October, but I figured it was best to focus on the stuff that happened at the end of September and then move on to the October news once we are all able to meet up and record again whenever that happens. So starting off, we are going to talk about the multi-group news, and we actually have some stuff on the Rakuten Girls Award 2019 Autumn and Winter event that recently happened. Multiple members from the 48 and 46 groups appeared in this event. And I actually have the link open right here on JShowbiz right here. You can see there are videos out on each of the members when they were walking on the runway. A lot of them, Sakamichi members, Nogizaka members, Keakizaka, Nishino Nanase, former Nogizaka member, Shira Manaka looked really cool, Imaizumi Yui as well. Some other stuff, some AKB members, Kato Rena, some from SKE, Nojima Kano, and Nomura Mio and Ego Yuna, since they had won the event that was for Passion for You. HKT down this way, yeah, you can all check that out on this article here. But yeah, all of the members were very pretty. I they really they do a really good job on the makeup for this event for Rakuten Girls Awards. So it was very nice to see a lot of the members just look just absolutely gorgeous. There were also a couple of performances from some of the groups. There was Keakizaka and Hinatazaka had a few performances. Michael actually has a list of some of the performances that they did. For Keakizaka, they did a Suzumoto Miyu Center Ambivalent, and then a Kobayashi Yui Center Kaze ni Fukarete mo and Abunakashi Keikaku. And then Hinatazaka did all three of their single A sides. So Kyun, Dore mi so la si do, and Konani suki ni nachate ino. And also, Rocket Punch, the K-pop group that Takahashi Judy is in, was also at the event. So there are also a few clips of their performance up on JShowbiz as well, so definitely check that out if you are curious about that. Next up, moving on to SKE48 news. So the digital release for Matsui Jurina's solo album Privacy recently happened on September 29th. It was a Sunday. I had pre-ordered it on my phone, so I actually it got on my phone after September 29th, or on September 29th, I should say, actually, not after, it was on that exact day. And yeah, I do enjoy a lot of the songs on there. Again, the production quality is definitely a lot better compared to how it was 3 years ago. They definitely did take their time to really work on this album together, Jurina and Yoshimasa, I can tell. Personally, some favorite songs for me were Monochrome, that's always been just a personal favorite song of mine. YOLO, just for the fact that because I never heard an instrumental for this, I had no idea what kind of song it was going to be, and it turns out it straight up sounds like something out of like a Street Fighter type style, like a fighting RPG game. It's something like that, but it sounds really cool, and I really like it. Also, Promises We Made That Day is just pretty much a fan favorite for a lot of Jurina fans because of the significance that it has with Jurina and her relationship with the fans themselves. So yeah, all in all, it is a really good album. I know that it has been topping the charts in several different parts of Asia, so that's really good that this is doing very, very well for her. I'm sure she's very happy about this. Again, really hoping for hopefully a speedy recovery before the 11th anniversary of SKE48, which is in a couple of days. Just trying to stay hopeful. Speaking of as well, in terms of SKE members, Kitagawa Ryoha and Gotorara also had their graduation stages at the theater. I believe Ryoha's had hers first, and then Rara's had hers just at the end of the month, like just I would say yesterday on September 30th, and then Ryoha had hers a couple days before her. So there are pictures of them with the members, like from the performance or after the performance, with them being with the members together, the members talking about each of the members, and also Ryoha and Nara the videos of them taking down their photos off the wall, which is always pretty emotional to see whenever a member is graduating. So yeah, again, really best wishes for both of them. In relation to that, actually, with Kitagawa Ryoha, she has actually started up a new Instagram account. So she has left a link for that on her personal Twitter page. So if any of you follow her on Twitter, definitely check that out. And for those who follow on Instagram too, definitely check out her new Instagram page. It's Ryoha, so RYOHA underscore 1009. So definitely give her a follow. I don't believe Nara has set up a new Instagram account yet. We'll just have to wait and see whether or not she does. I would say that she will. Next up on solo member news, Ida Leona she recently, very recently released a solo gravure for Flash magazine. It actually released today on October 1st in Japan. And the cool thing about this, it was produced by Matsui Jurina, so she actually had a hand in preparing this, which I think is really cool that she was working to help set up this gravure project for Rayona. And Rayona is a very pretty member, so it's very cool to see her getting a bit more spotlight because she's not really one of the most popular members in the group, but again, this is just very cool to see. And last bit of news for SKE48, the results are out for the Paper Rabbit Rope showroom contest. So I actually have the results up right here. So the results were announced very recently at the end of the month. So in sixth place, we have Furuhata Nao. In fifth place, we have Suzuki Rika. In fourth place, Sato Kaho. In third place, Sakamoto Marin. In second place, Mizuno Airi. And in first place, Nishi Marina. So yeah, very cool to see that Marina has actually won this event. I really wasn't I don't want to say I wasn't expecting this, but it's like again, it's I don't know Nishi Marina too well to like but this could be interesting. This could help me to get to know a little bit more about her because I've seen a couple clips of her from SK Bingo and her acting was pretty entertaining from the little snippets that we got. So I think, again, kind of similar to Rayona, it's going to be cool to get a little bit more exposure of her. And I do not believe they have announced the two additional members who are also going to be the winners in participating in the Paper Rabbit Rope anime alongside Nishimarina. Um, If I would have to say, I still really would like Suzuki Rika to get picked because I do really like her vocal range as a voice actress. Um, Whoever else, I'm pretty much fair game for it. I'm very interested to see what they are going to do with this. So yeah, that is it for SKE48. Now moving on to NMB48. We've got a couple news with them. So NMB is going to hold their 9th anniversary live fairly soon, and it's actually going to be live streamed on the Osaka channel. So it's going to be on October 5th, actually, in a couple days. It's actually the same day as SKE's 11th anniversary. Huh, that's real interesting. So yeah, there's an image from the Osaka channel which what looks like the anniversary logo for NMB48. I'll pull that up real quick, but it's this really cool design that I thought it was actually very clever. So here is the image. So we have what looks like a lock, and it's in the shape of a 9 since it is upside down, and the key, you can see there's the 9 here on the handle, and then at the end it says NMB48. But then you look inside the little keyhole, and there's actually the number 10, which is hiding just right behind the keyhole. So yeah, it does signify that yeah, their 10th anniversary is coming pretty soon too, and that I can tell is definitely going to be big. I wonder what's it going to be like when they do perform for their 10th anniversary. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's pretty much the same deal with what happened with SKE48 when it was their 10th anniversary. It was such a big deal. So I can imagine it's going to be the same for NMB with this coming year, how they're going to be 10 years going now. What's that going to be like for them? Definitely interested in that. Hopefully, I can try to get a bit more into them because I haven't really been following NMB as much anymore, or really outside of SK, I haven't really been following too much of the sister groups, but hopefully this will definitely help. Uh, Next up for NMB48, Kawakami Rena is going to hold her graduation concert. She's going to hold a concert at Zepp Namba in Osaka on October 25th, and then her graduation live performance at the NMB Theater will be on October 30th. So not exactly the end of the month. It'll be a day before Halloween, but it will be by the end of October, yeah. So again, definitely look forward to that. Best wishes for her, Kawakami Rena. Even though she's one of the members I didn't really follow within NMB48, she was still a member who I do recognize. So I do hope that she does well going forward in her career. Next up, moving on to HKT48 news. We actually have some news regarding Moriyasu Madoka. So some time ago, it was announced that she was going to release a solo album with her playing the piano. And so we have some more news on that. So the solo album, which will be, it will release next year actually on January 29th. And there's also a music video that has been released, which is her cover of Beethoven's Symphony Pathétique. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure. But for those of you who are fans of Moriyasu Madoka and her piano playing, definitely check that out if you're curious. Next up with STU48, we have a couple of news on them as well. First up, Isogai Kanon is taking a break from her activities. She's taking a temporary break, updating her blog and private mail and showroom. She explains to her fans that she has been considering her career and future this year after discussing with the staff. She would like to take a step back and think about it. So it seems like she's definitely thinking a lot about what she wants to do going forward in her career as an idol. So I hope. Oh, sorry, I kicked my table a bit there. So I hope that everything ends up going well for her. Again, she's not really one of the members that I follow a lot within STU48, but again, I just really wish the best for her in her career. like I do all the members. Next up, SKE48 will perform live at the Boat Race Kojima event. It will be the event's 66 Boat Race Derby, and it will be on October 26th. So definitely check that out if any of you are curious about it. Next, there will actually be details revealed on SKE48's second generation auditions that will be going on Showroom. The candidates will appear on Showroom, and there will be more details released about it. Actually, it says that they would be released on October 1st, so I wonder if there is actually any news on that right now. While I look into that, we'll talk about SU. They will be releasing their second anniversary concert DVD and Blu-ray on November 6th. So I'd say that's definitely cool. The group being 2 years now, I thought they were in there like maybe about 3 years for some reason I was thinking. But yeah, let's see. I'm going through their Twitter page now. See if there's any news on that. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so it looks like the auditions that are happening. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm being so quiet. Since I'm kind of having to read in Japanese, I'm kind of processing it. So the second generation audition final round audition event will an audition event will occur on October 27th at Hiroshima. Okay, Hiroshima. That day is going to be a live performance, and I guess that is where they are going to announce the results. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not completely sure about this. I don't think J Showbiz hasn't really announced any further details on that just yet. So again, I'm sorry if I got anything wrong. Once more information comes out about that, hopefully we'll let you guys know in the next video. So again, I'm really sorry. I was kind of fumbling through that, trying to get some information. So moving on now, let's go to the Sakamichi group news. And there is an interesting bit of news for the Sakamichi trainees. They are actually going to be holding a tour. So I think this is really cool, the fact that they are trainees and they're actually going to hold a tour for themselves to get a bit more exposure. That's actually a really cool move, in my opinion. So here is the article, and down here we have the from Nogizaka, Keyakizaka, and Hinatazaka will hold ZEP tours. So the first is going to be on Osaka at ZEP Osaka Bayside on October 30th and 31st. And then there will be the Tokyo ZEP Diver City, which will be on November 12th and November 13th. And then there will be Aichi ZEP Nagoya, which will be on November 20th and November 21st. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting to get more of a better feel for what these girls are going to be like, seeing them perform. So again, definitely look forward to more news on that. Next up with Nogizaka 46, Akimoto Manatsu is actually going to appear on an upcoming WoW WoW channel TV drama. So the drama is called Renzoku Drama W Hikinukiya Headhunter no Ryugi. It's a 5-episode drama that will premiere on November 16th. There's not any information on J-Showbiz about what Akimoto Manatsu's character is going to be like, but for any of you who are curious, if you're fans of Akimoto Manatsu, definitely keep your eyes out for this drama. And then also, we have the cast visuals revealed for the 2019 version of Nogizaka's Sailor Moon musical. So now we have some official key visuals out on all of the members, uh, all of the cast members for the show. So we have them right here. They all look very nice in my opinion. I'm definitely looking forward to see how Kubo Shiori is going to play Usagi. Because, like, I do remember seeing their performances from the previous version when they did it, and I remember, like, Inoue Sayuri was so funny as Usagi, and so was the other member, Mizuki, I think her name was. I'm sorry if I'm getting her name wrong. Yeah, I think it was Yamashita Mizuki. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see what this new cast of members is going to bring to the table, especially with Kubo Shiori, because she is a great singer, in my opinion. So, again, for those of you who are interested, definitely look forward to that. Next up is Hinatazaka. There was actually a very big announcement involving them. They are actually going to be airing a new drama series next year called Dasada. So this was announced, I believe it was during one of their recent live concerts, if I am not mistaken. And the trailer was released. They actually have an official social media account on both Twitter and Instagram under Dasada_project. And it will start airing next year in January. So yeah, I am very interested to see what this like. I have seen the trailer already, and it is already so interesting seeing the little snippets of acting that we are getting from each of the members. Especially with Kosaka Nao and, in my opinion, Watanabe Miho. Actually, to be fair, a lot of the members, from what Michael pointed out for me, actually, it seems like a lot of the members are basically playing the opposites of their personalities. Like, for example, Saito Kyoko, even though she's known for not being super athletic, she's playing what looks to be the captain of a sports team. I think it's the volleyball team, so I think it's pretty interesting to see kind of that that different side of her. Also, it seems like Kato Shiho, her character is going to be kind of a mean girl sort of character from the clips that we got of her. There's no information on what the actual drama is going to be about, but this is my personal speculation from what I have seen of the trailer. It definitely looks to be a school youth drama, but I think there is going to be a theme of fashion and modeling going around the main story, because there were several lines picked up by the characters like Nao and Miho, for example, that were specifically about fashion or about modeling. Like Katoshi, I think she had a line that mentioned modeling, and it looked like there were several members who it looked like they were working in modeling, either as a photographer, like it seemed like Higashimura Mei was a photographer, and some of them as models, like it looked like Takamoto Ayaka was a model. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what they are going to do with this new drama of theirs. It looks like it's going to be very entertaining to watch. So definitely look forward to that. January 2020. Next up, there is some bonus footage released from their newest single, their third single, which actually came out very recently in Japan today. So, in each of the three types, there is a bonus footage of each of the Hinatazaka members on their day off. So, it's Hinata no Kyujitsu, or Hinata's day off. So, we get to see each of the members basically on what they do on their days off when they're not working. So in type A, we have Iguchi Mao, Kawata Hina, Kanemura Miku, Nibu Akari, Takamoto Ayaka, and Miyata Manamo. In type B, we have Ushio Sarina, Kato Shiho, Sasaki Kumi, Saito Kyoko, Matsuda Konaka, and Higashimura Mei. And then in type C, we have Sasaki Mirei, Takase Mana, Tomita Suzuka, Kosaka Nao, Watanabe Miho, and Kamimura Hirano. And 3 of these bonus footage videos actually were released on the group's YouTube channel. From type A, we have Kawata Hina's. From type B, we have Kato Shiho's. And from type C, we have Kosaka Nao's. So if you're curious about that, definitely check it out on Hinatazaka's official group YouTube channel. And maybe once all of the different videos come out, we may discuss it here on the channel. So definitely look forward to that. Next up on the graduated member news, we actually have some news for one of my personal favorite former members, Matsui Rena, is actually going to appear in a new upcoming drama called Sherlock Untold Stories. So she is actually going to appear in the first episode, which will air in a couple of days, October the 7th. And the role she is going to be playing is a nurse who is the first witness to a murder that occurs in the first episode. So, personally, I do like mystery. I am fond of certain series like Detective Conan. I did have a phase where I was really into it. And I am interested in series that definitely have the sort of mystery element to it. And for a classic, character like Sherlock Holmes, how can you, kind of interpret this character in a different and unique way? From what we see of the trailer and the synopsis of the show, too, it definitely seems like they're going to put this very interesting spin on the character. So I will pull this up right now. So we have the plot here. So Sherlock Untold Stories is a Japanese crime drama based on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes detective stories. It is a contemporary version of Sherlock Holmes set in modern-day Tokyo. So all of the characters' names are going to be changed to Japanese variations to better fit the setting. Sherlock, who is played by Fujioka Dean, I am pretty familiar with his name. He's a pretty big uh, actor as well as a singer-songwriter. He actually performs the opening theme for this drama. So Sherlock is a brilliant consulting detective. He is interested in studying the criminal mind and has an impulse to commit crimes himself. On the other hand, Watson, who is played by Iwata Takanori, is a psychiatrist. He appears to be self-confident and kindly, but actually he has a lack of confidence. They work together to solve crimes in the drama. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see what sort of mysteries are going to unravel in the show. And what kind of role Rena is going to play, because definitely it seems like she will play a pretty important role in the first episode, considering she is the first witness to this murder that occurs. So how big her role is going to be in the show, I'm definitely interested in that. Next up on the graduated members, Yamaguchi Maho, we actually have some sales, I believe, for her first photo book, which has been doing really well. So her photo book has actually topped the Oricon Gravure charts. It has sold 10,116 copies in its second week. That itself is a pretty impressive number. It even shows the rankings too. So she is above the likes of she sold more than Hinatazaka's group photo book, which is Tachikogi, sorry. So yeah, that is actually a big amount because Hinatazaka, they sold a little bit over 3,000 copies, 3,971. So it's it's just a little bit short of 4,000 copies, but it's almost there. So that is like about a 7,000 plus different that's amazing. But yeah, that's really cool to see that Mahohon's photo book is doing really well. I'd say this would be a very good start for her career. Also, another former NGT member who seems to be doing very well, Hasegawa Rena did a voice reading for a manga that is called Jado Sniper. It is about table tennis, and there is a clip online up on the J-Showbiz article website that is a clip of her reading the first chapter of the manga. So she voices three different characters, one of them being the main character. The manga itself is about table tennis, and just from the reading, like her reading of the character was really good. So I was very impressed by it, and I can't wait to see the more work that she is going to do from here on out. I know that she is going to be in a upcoming, I don't know if it's an idol anime or if it's like an anime idol related project. It's definitely something to do with anime idols. So maybe if more information comes out about that, we will let you guys know about that. Next up, Hiratarina actually announced that she is going to release her first official photo book. She has released digital photo books, I know, in the past, but now she is going to be releasing her first photo book. There is no set date on when the photo book will come out yet, but when that does get announced, we will definitely let you guys know on that. Next up with Yamamoto Sayaka, they actually announced the title for her third single, which is Tsuyoku no Hikari. I believe she performed this somewhere recently because I know that she's done a couple of live events recently, but I haven't seen any clips on whether or not she has performed this song. But maybe like the next time we talk about this, maybe there will be like some official audio out, whether through a radio preview or there will be a music video preview out about it. But yeah, Tsuyoku no Hikari will be the title for her third solo single, so definitely looking forward to hearing more about that. Next up on graduated member news, Imaizumi Yui is going to open up a fan club on October 4th. Whether or not this is going to be for the Japanese fans only or if international fans are going to be able to join, I am not exactly sure. If you're interested in that, definitely look up more info on the subject itself. And then, oh, this is actually related a bit to SKE48. So they were going to perform at the Boat Race Kojima event. So two former members are actually going to be there too. One is former NMB member Yagura Fuko, and the other is former SKE member Matsumura Kaori. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. Let's see, does it say exactly what they're going to do at the event, whether they are like commentators or actually participating? No, it doesn't really say anything about that. I guess they're going to be participating as guests. But yeah, they will be there on October 27th. So yeah, those curious about it, again, definitely check it out. And then last bit of former member news that I want to talk about is that Kamieda Emika, a former NMB48 member who is now currently living in Spain and doing some work over in Spain, has actually started a YouTube channel. And what's cool about this channel is that she's definitely working in her whole like bilingual international member status. So there is not only English subs but also Spanish subs, and there is a bit of a portion in the first video that is currently up on her channel where she actually speaks in Spanish. So I'll pull it up right now. There isn't anything much on the channel yet. There's only one video that is currently out at the moment. So yeah, right here it is. So Emika Kamieda, definitely check her out. She is a very cool member. I know that the Slope podcast did an interview on her, which was really good, really interesting to hear about her perspective on not only being a part of NMB48, but also after she had left the group. So yeah, that's really cool of her that she's helping to connect a bit more with her international audience. Next, we are going to talk about some news on Eyes One and a bit more some sales news about their recent single Vampire on Billboard. So the sales right now are still going very strong for them. And as of right now, I have to actually look at the most recent one that they put up. Okay, so hold on, give me a second to pull this up. The single has sold over 321,000 copies and has topped the Billboard charts in Japan. So we can see from the rankings right here, that is very cool. And then as of right now, again, sales are going very strong for the group themselves. They have been number one. It has been their third consecutive number one single on the chart since the group's third single on the Oricon Weekly Single Chart. And the single has sold approximately 205 copies on their first week. So again, it's really cool to seeing that this single has been doing extremely well since pretty much since it came out. So again, very, very cool. Next up on other idol news, we actually have some news for Equal Love. I haven't, again, kind of like with so many things that have been happening with 48 Group, I haven't been able to follow Equal Love as much as I did when they were kind of first starting out, around the time that they first debuted. But hopefully this will help me to get back into them. So we actually have some visuals released for their next upcoming single. So here we go. This is the image for their sixth single, Zurui yo Zurui ne. This is the cover for it. So that will be released on October 30th, so that will actually be coming out pretty soon. So maybe we will get an audio or a music video release on the main single pretty soon. Oh, and actually, there's a note on it. The single will include a coupling track from their sister group, Not Equal Me. Okay, that's pretty cool. I would say out of all the different covers that we have, this is my personal favorite, where it has all of them gathered up in this circle. I think that is a very cool image. So, yeah, I really do like that. And then, while this isn't exactly news, this is another message that I was asked to relay to you guys from Steve. So, as some of you may know if you follow Steve on Twitter or since you watched our previous news video, he has been following a group in Japan called Home Chic, and he has been getting to really like the members. One member in particular he really liked was Rei-chan. However, unfortunately, Rei-chan had to leave the group, and this made Steve very sad. I'm sorry, I forget the exact reasoning why Rei had to leave the group, but in any case, it did make Steve pretty upset about it because he really got to liking that member in particular, so it did make him very sad. But the other members and even the group's manager kind of helped to cheer him up and, kind of help to try and lift his spirits about that. So there's definitely more information about that on Steve's Instagram, or not his Instagram, his Twitter. So definitely check that out if any of you are interested. So yeah, last bit, that's it for the news. So last thing I kind of wanted to talk about was the some of the shows from Keakizaka and Hinatazaka that aired earlier this week. So from Keakite Kakenai, we actually have this week's episode, or not this week's, last week's, was on the second gen, kind of helping to break out of their shells and get to know a bit more of their personalities. This episode overall was very entertaining because you get to see just how a lot of the members are very goofy. I would say personally for me, because I'm still getting to know these members, I think as of right now, Matsuda Rina has become my favorite member of the second gen. I'm sorry, I just dropped my mouse. It was just sitting right here on my knee. Just put that there. But yeah, just Matsuda Rina, she was already kind of known as sort of not exactly airhead, but kind of a baka character, but she was very funny. And she had a lot of very funny and entertaining moments in this episode. And again, it was one of those things where I was really getting to know her because of what they were doing in the show. Like, we got to hear some of her singing, which her singing is very pretty, but they were kind of joking about, well, do you want to go for pushing your talent for singing, or do you want to go for doing, funny gags and stuff like that? And she thought about it, so she was like, I don't know, I kind of want to do singing. And then Salabe was like, I don't know, I think your gags are funny. Because, like, she not only imitates other people's gags, but, like, she made her own. So she was like, okay, I'll go for the gags. So basically, she's gonna be the goofy variety member who has a secret talent for singing. So I'll know, and anyone who knows, who watches and sees her singing will know about this. But yeah, this episode overall was very entertaining to watch. So definitely check it out if you want to learn more about the second gen members in Keakizaka. And then last up is Hinatazaka de Aimashou. This was actually the second part of a two-parter project that they had, which was their third single hit project, which was a one-take music video for their song Konna ni suki ni nachchatte ii no. So, sorry, I had to take a drink. So, this was very cool. We got to see the members working on different skills, talents that they were going to utilize throughout the entirety of the music video. So, for example, we have Watanabe Miho, who did basketball. There were several members who did a double dutch, which was, in my opinion, very impressive. I believe Sasaki Kumi and Higashimura Mei were some of them. I forget who else. Nibu Akari, she was pretty cute. She was punching a board in half. She had like boxing gloves. That part was very cute. And then who else was it? There was Kamimura Hinano and Miyata Manamo doing the tablecloth pulling, which I always like seeing that. That is so cool. Originally, Saito Kyoko was also going to participate in that with them, but at the time that they had done the filming for the one take music video, she was doing the final rehearsals for the Sasae-san stage play that she was in, so she was unable to participate in that. But she was there with Audrey, with Wakabayashi and Kasuga to do the commentating when they were watching the actual, making of when they were shooting it. And I believe it was through, so obviously this is going to end up being a bit of a spoiler, but it was about through 35 takes throughout the entire day that they were able to complete it. And the end result is so impressive because you get to see like all the members, they kind of start out doing their own thing, each of them, and then you see all of them come together at the end and do something that is so cool. I really do not want to give away what it is that they did, but it was very cool to see them accomplish it. Just, the whole idea of doing a music video in one take is already impressive enough, but then you have each of the members doing all these different tricks and stuff like this is so impressive. And again, it really shows how unified Hinatazaka are as a group, the closeness of each of the members, especially like when one of the members failed, there would be some members who would come and comfort them. So little moments like that are very sweet, and it really shows like why I really enjoy Hinatazaka as a fan. So yeah, that is it for the wrap up for the end of September on 48 and 46 group Idol News. If you would like, leave a comment on your opinions or thoughts on any of the topics I brought up today in this video, or any topics that I didn't talk about, because there was quite a bit that did come out for the end of September, but I decided to mainly focus on some of the more major stuff that happened. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you guys in the next time. So, take care. Bye bye.